I'm a criminal investigator with HMRC's Fraud Investigation Service. My current role is as a higher investigation officer. I previously spent 23 years in the Royal Navy as Royal Navy Service Policeman. So when it was time for me to leave the service, I was looking for something in a similar vein to the type of work I was doing, but albeit in a completely different environment. The majority of my previous skills and qualifications were transferable into my new role, which made the transition a little bit easier, certainly for me. Me personally, I just enjoy the operational side. I think it's great when you get that little buzz that there's a new case in and you've got to start planning to get out, and where's the job? Is it local? Is it up the country? How many people do we need? What sort of teams do we need? Do we need method of entry? Do we need surveillance? There's so many things that you have to consider when beginning a new job, and that to me is one of the best parts of it, actually getting out, taking the vehicles, taking your team and getting out on the ground and completing that. That's the biggest buzz for me. Not everybody's the same. Some people do like the analytic side, some people do like the office side and prep and paperwork. So it will be one of those that will, if you take on the role, that you'll find your niche of what your preference is. But I would always say anyway, wherever you are, get out on the ground, because that it really is where the insight to the job really comes in, to see how we work as a team, and certainly to see how our suspects react when we arrive on their doorstep at 6 a.m. and surprise them with a search warrant, or certainly to effect an arrest. Regular requests from other officers around the country are of course also quite common, certainly with Portsmouth. That's actually quite good, because assisting other teams in jobs you don't really know much about can be quite exciting. Definitely when you get that opportunity to get out operationally, there is an energy rush, an adrenaline rush, where you're anticipating, what's going to happen today. You're never quite sure how the day is going to pan out. Open mind is definitely important. With some cases, they are very complex, and looking at things from different angles and listening to other members of your team is vitally important as well. If you've got good IT and analytical skills, they're very, very useful as well. Certainly organising your day, and that flexibility between your operational and office tasks is important. Have some courage and be resilient. You're going to have perhaps challenging and confrontational times where you'll need to make a quick decision, or have some courage and conviction when making those decisions as well. And I would also say have a decent level of fitness, because the days can be long. You could be standing on your feet a lot, and in all sorts of weathers as well. Certainly in the middle of summer, if you're doing a long search and you're dressed in your body armour, it can get very hot, very tiring. So again, physical fitness is an important part of the role that we play. My advice, if you're going to thinking of applying for the job, look at what skills you already have in the current role you have. You may not be an investigator in any way, shape or form, but there are lots and lots of skills that are easily transferable into this world. Certainly if you work with people, if you deal with the public, if you're analytical in any way, if you're using computers, if you just think slightly differently to people in your current workplace, all those skills are definitely valuable when applying. People come from all different backgrounds in this role, and when you put all those people together as a team, the team works very well. So don't feel just because you've never had any type of criminal or legal role or anything that you are not suitable for the job. I would say if you like the look of it, certainly apply.